the church fathers used, Greek philosophy, and Aquinas uses Aristotle, and all that's great. But we're an historical religion, and that matters immensely.
Is the Bible the literal word of God? How do you make sense of the words that make up the Bible?
I think the best way to get at the Bible is to think of it as a library, not a book. So it's a collection of books, right? From a wide variety of periods, different authors, different audiences, and different genre. So in the Bible, you find poetry, you find song, you find something like history, not in our sense, but something like history. You find gospel, which is its own genre. You find epistolary literature like Paul. You find apocalyptic. There's all this in the Bible. So is the Bible literally the Word of God? It's like saying, is the library literally true? It depends on what section you're in, right? So parts of like 1 and 2 Samuel, 1 and 2 Kings, number of places in the Old Testament. Are there elements of the historical in there? Sure. But it's theologically interpreted history. It's not like our sense of history of, give me 10,000 footnotes and, I'm going to look at all the source material I can possibly find. It's more like ancient history, like Herodotus, people like that. But then there's poetry and there's myth and there's legend and there's song and all that stuff in the Bible. So God breathes through all of it, I would say. He inspired all of it, right? Inspirare. He's breathing through all of it. God is speaking through all of it. But he speaks in different voices. He uses different human instruments, and he uses different genre and different types of language. So we have to be sensitive to that when we're interpreting the Bible.
So the different instruments are more or less, some are more perfect than others.
No, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say more perfect. I'd say they're just different. It's like a symphony, and God's like a conductor, and there's all kinds of different instruments in the orchestra, and he loves to breathe through the Psalms. I prayed the Psalms this morning. I do every day in my office. Those are songs. They probably were literally sung, most of them at one point. He breathes through apocalyptic, like we're reading the book of Revelation now in the Easter season, and it's this wild and woolly book. It should be filmed by Spielberg or somebody today. And he speaks through the Gospels. The Gospels, which correspond in genre to what I call ancient biography. That's the genre of the Gospels. It's wrong to call them like mythic or simply literary. They're like ancient biographies. You have the Pauline letters, which are about, particular cities that Paul was visiting and particular people he knew. So you just got to be sensitive to the genre all the time.